I feel honored and privileged to be nominated as Outstanding Teacher for my district because I feel that I have worked real hard. I am the teacher that goes the extra mile for my children. I am always present. I try to be prepared at all times. I always have my children at heart. I try to bring in as many things that I know will help them to learn and to get across my lesson. I use stories, I use songs, I use television, I use books. I use almost anything that I can to make sure that my children learn. I would advise them to not to be laid back and just sit there and wait for their salaries at the end of the month, but to be the kind of teacher that goes the extra mile and listen to advice from experienced teachers.
Well, it feels, I could say, I can't express the way how I feel, a joyous feeling. When I was given the news, then I felt like if my heart was pounding and, you know, leaping with joy. But it feels really good to be nominated. I would say, first of all, you have to love the children that you teach, and you have to adopt them as your own, because only by doing so you can learn what are their likes and dislikes, and you can actually cater for the individual, not for the student. Because if you look at the child as an individual, then the child will be comfortable coming to you, and you will be comfortable having an open dialogue and communication with the child, so you will know what are the good things about the child and not good things about the child. And once they have that open communication, the child will feel as welcome as if he is at home. I use a lot of props, costumes. We set up the classroom. For instance, when we're teaching about the executive, we set up our classroom as the section that it's supposed to be. When we're doing the legislative branch, we set up our classroom as the House of Representatives. When we're doing the judiciary, we have our students actually getting a case, portraying as if they were in a real court. We have a judge, we have the jurors, we have everything that we need for them to feel that they are actually in the classroom and in the court itself. Also, we have children doing a lot of presentations, and they really are into, you know, dressing up and a lot of displaying their talents. And a lot of my children here, they love to act, and as well they love to draw. So they would either do it, I cater for different types of learnings, and I guess that is why they are into doing I teach social studies. And sometimes I would dress up as a tourist, or I would dress up as a Maya and show them how to make tortillas, bring the comal, bring the lek, which is the container that they put the tortillas in. So I try to bring realia in the classroom and the actual setting, so they can feel that they're actually doing everything and being in the place. Even though they're in the classroom, they could be somewhere else in their imagination.
It is overwhelming. I feel good. I feel special. However, this nomination also takes me to another level, reminding me of the awesome job of the teacher and the example we have to set not only to our students, but now also to the other members of staff and teachers in the region. It's an overwhelming feeling, and I feel proud, but at the same time I feel a sense of responsibility that being nominated as the #1 teacher in the district, it means that I have to continue to be that example and to perform. Newly qualified teachers, I think very important is that when we get into the classroom, that we put into practice the new skills and the new concepts. The training is very important, because very often when we are in teachers' college or when we are in university, after graduation we feel we have arrived. But the real test of the teacher is in the classroom. Also, how we prepare for the classroom is very important. The course outlines, the lesson plans, we need to be properly informed so we can stand before the classroom and deliver with authority, feeling comfortable about the lesson we are teaching, we are going to do for that day. We must know that we can keep the students occupied. You know, I teach religious studies, life skills, RSLP. It's religious studies, life skills, personal development. And I think, I very strongly believe that at the end of the day, that our students should leave the classroom with something that can lift them from one level to another. And so I think that as a teacher, at the end of the day, my students, they should leave my classroom with life skills that they can fit into the society as a rounded individual, not just the academic subjects, but I like the subject I teach, where my students are being given the life skills. They can stand up against peer pressure. They can say no to drugs. They can fit in to this. They can practice the positive things in life. They can know how to greet people who come around them. My program gives them the mannerisms. It gives them the skills. The attitudes is very important. Our students need to develop positive attitudes so they can fit into society.
It is an honor. I was honored when I was approached with the notion of being nominated. I think any teacher should have a passion for teaching, where it transcends just a regular job. Because with teaching, I think an effective teacher is their relationship with the students is very crucial, and that's not something that you could force teachers to do. Teachers must have that passion to be able to relate, to be able to interact with students, to be able to be willing to go the extra mile and help students. So it's not something that can necessarily be taught, but it's the teacher having the willingness to do that and to be a teacher. I strive to, in many different ways, to ensure that my students are learning, to ensure that my students are comfortable in the classroom, that they're confident, that they're willing to learn, that they have a passion to learn, and that I'm 100% with them, and I'm 100% want to ensure that they learn, that they pass, and like I said, it goes beyond just teaching the material. It's a passion for the students to succeed in life, to graduate. So it goes beyond just math, which I teach.
I feel very excited, and I feel honorable for this award, right? But that is for now, for the award. But in my teaching life, I feel very satisfied, and the reason why I feel so satisfied is that I know I don't need anybody to tell me. I know that I have done my part for children with special needs, and not only children with special needs, other children that I have come in contact with. So I feel very, very satisfied in my heart. For the teachers that is taking up the task of doing the newly qualified program, I would tell them that they could always come to me for assistance. I would advise them to do their best in presenting all information to the best of their ability to their students in the class, and go for it, because it is an enhancement in the profession. It really enhances your professional development. In my classroom, I am the teacher. I don't put myself as the boss. We all work together. It's a together thing, and I always let my children know there is a time for everything. So we have time when we laugh together, little jokes. We have time when I would be in full command of whatever I'm doing. So that is time to work. But I put myself in the classroom at the level of my kids, and I do it with any other kids out there.